Greetings, Subject Coder. I hope things are fine with you. Um, BST Design, we just went through concepts, and this is basically the last step. We're kind of fine-tuning our design and before we start coding, before we hand it out to the coder, which may be us. We may hand it off to ourselves for coding. But anyway, this is the finalization of our ideas, if you will. So introduction to that, the starting point. This just talks about how we want to start with the concept design from the previous chapter and go with that object diagram as a starting point. We have some information, so we'll go with that. So the headers, as we know, are key in our coding. It gives us here headers. We'll look at Java. It gives us headers here. We've got to have the class header has to look like that, exactly like that. We can't differentiate that at all, or else the object user will blow up, or the grader will blow up. That's the key, if you will, into how to use our code. Same with constructor headers. They're very important. They have to be exact. So we have to use that exactly. And that's easy because we can just copy paste it and then code inside of it. We know by now that the ADT or Java interface is always our guide. So we have an ADT for this project as well. Here's the Java ADT, and you'll see there's not too many methods here. We have an add method. We have a few visit methods. Height of the tree is empty. So we'll have to code those with these exact method headers, and we'll make them public when we put them into our code. All right, so what else do we have? We're going to normalize the design. Normally, when we normalize the design, we're looking for a reuse of code, previous code. The BST is unique, so we're probably not going to reuse a lot of code here. So this will be kind of unique new coding. Okay, we got to keep the size of the BST, size of the tree. We could count every time we're queried for size. We could count it, or we could keep track of it. Well, we don't want to count it. There could be 10 million elements. We don't want to count that every time. That would be a performance hit that we don't want. So we'll keep track of it as an IVAR. So after all that, we end up with some design docs, a little modified from the concept ones. We still have our root and our sort and search function. We're adding size here, which we learned about. We're adding a size IVAR. Size is problematic in some languages, so I always add an underscore there. It's up to you. I do that just for sort of a general purpose type thing. And here's the BST node, which is going to be another key player. So these two classes, the BST, which is the tree, and the BST node. And that's what we'll code from. So we will talk to you soon on the coding frontier.